My Survivor experience was pretty awesome. I wish I would have stayed in the game longer, but overall it was a good experience. I made history for being in the most dysfunctional tribe of duds as the Brawn tribe. What I learned in this game is I come from the city, so going to elements where I'm sleeping on crooked bamboo, we have rats in our shelter, we're going days with no food, no fire. It was really eye-opening because it made me realize, there's people in the world that don't live like this for days or weeks, but they live like this for years and every single day of their life. And I think people get really caught up in their everyday lives and they don't think about, other people. And being on Survivor, it made me able to experience, what they go through and bits of what it's like. And sometimes at the end of the day, the experiences and, how you change as a person can be worth more than the money. The elements were definitely difficult out there. I mean, we had like 4 days where we were just drinking parasite water and coconuts. We were just a tribe of duds. But I think socially was pretty hard. I was with a tribe of people that were harder to read and harder to trust. And, we were all very different from very different walks of life. I think when people are at home watching it, they don't realize, how hard it really is. I always thought, the challenges look easy from on TV or simple, but what they don't realize is just like how hard it is going 3 or 4 days with nothing but a bite of coconut, no water, and how your body just starts to kind of shut down on you from dehydration, and it's rough out there. I was definitely a villain. I mean, I played a very selfish game. I was on the chopping block, so I did what I had to do in order to stay in the game. I do like how I played the game, but I wish that we would have got Jason or Scott out sooner before later. I was surrounded in a game with a bunch of duds. Like, I didn't like any of them. And, me and Scott were like David and Goliath, but I wasn't intimidated of them by any means. It was difficult because, they need to look in a dictionary and look up the word respect. The way they talk, the way that they act, look up the word respect. And then, in tribal, you're saying, oh, she doesn't listen to us. At the end of the day, if you don't have respect in the way you speak to me and how you talk to me, I'm not going to listen to you, and I shouldn't have to. Maybe I did have some struggles in the challenge. Like I said, puzzles aren't my thing, but, mentally, I never broke down, I never cried, I never gave up. I'd be out there trying to make fire. I helped depulk the chicken. I helped do all the same stuff everyone else in the tribe was doing. I pulled my weight just as much as anyone else. So, I mean, if they want to say that about me, because I'm littler or smaller or don't play in the NBA, stuff like that, it doesn't mean I'm not a strong player. I am proud of the game I played, but I definitely am not happy about being the 4th one out. I think I should have lasted a lot longer in the game. I do regret showing Sydney the clue to the immunity idol, but she was behind me and, I thought she'd already seen it and we started digging, but I do think she stabbed me in the back at the end of the day. I guess the high point in the game would be when we actually got to eat some chicken because we didn't have any food the whole time, like at all. So there was one night we were able to eat some chicken. I got to see a chicken run around with his head cut off. So I guess that was a high point when we actually got to eat something. It's like one thing our tribe did right. Yeah, I think going home, it's just really eye-opening, for what you have and to, every day wake up and realize just be grateful for the things you do have because there's people who have it rougher than you. I mean, I did 11 days and it wasn't easy. So it's just, kind of raises the question too, like how can I help the people who live their everyday lives like that? Survivor, it's a crazy game. Not a lot of people are down to play it, and, it's an adventure, and I'm really glad that I got the opportunity. I'd definitely come back if I could play it again, and I don't have any regrets.